I'm Dave Zamos with the Chesapeake Council at the Lancaster Fly Fishing Show. I'm here with Joe Goodspeed.
Hello.
Joe is from Thomas & Thomas T&T, a well-known name in fly fishing. It's a high-quality name in fly fishing. The company's been around for how long?
Company has been around since 1969, so 48 years, I think, would be
Wow. Yeah.
how long T&T has been building rods, which was originally a bamboo business, and now
Right.
for the past 30 years has been graphite as well.
Right, and there's new ownership recently?
For the past about 3 years, Neville Orsmond, who you can see back here on the employees on
Right.
this poster, is the owner. He's a young South African who is a passionate fly fisherman who's there in the office just about every day when T&T is
Right.
on work days,
Yeah.
and he knows nearly every aspect of the process. He has his hands on what's going on in the production facility, but also he's put a lot of effort into updating the facility, bring in new materials, much higher tech materials than what
Yeah.
T&T has worked with in the past,
Yeah.
and having new machinery in the production facility that lets us utilize those materials as best we can. And
So T&T has updated itself, is what you're saying.
it's a state-of-the-art facility now,
Yeah.
and yes, T&T has had a lot of change,
Yeah.
branding,
Yeah.
new rods, ownership, and production facility has all changed a lot in the past 3 years.
All right, so let's start with some of the new rods that have come out since the new ownership. What's the current offering that is most popular?
So at ICAST last summer, we released 3 new rods.
Yeah.
It is the Avant freshwater rod,
Okay.
the Contact nymph rod,
Okay.
and the Exocet saltwater rod. And all 3 of those rods have done very well for us. They've sold faster than we could manufacture them over this
Wow.
winter. We've been forced to increase our production output to keep up with the sales rate, which
Yeah.
we haven't quite caught up with yet, but it's a very exciting time at T&T with the reception of these new products.
Fabulous. Which one rod is, pick one, let's talk about it. Nymphing rod?
So here at the Lancaster market, there are a lot of people who are into European nymphing,
Yeah.
and the State College is a real kind of information center for that type of fishing. I know George Daniel, Joe Humphreys, there's been some very influential nymph anglers in that specific region.
Yeah.
And so we have 3 new nymph rods that are designed around that type of technique. There is a 10-foot 8-inch 3-weight that weighs 2.9 ounces,
Wow.
a 10-foot 8-inch 4-weight that weighs 3 ounces, and the most unique rod of the 3, an 11-foot 3-inch 3-weight that weighs 3.1 ounces.
Wow, that's fabulous.
All of those rods have a very light swing weight in the hand, have a very fast tip recovery, and have an action that's designed to really maximize the success of tight line, high rod tip techniques where you're either seeing the bite or you're feeling the bite.
Yes.
The contact rods are designed to feel as well as see.
Right. Excuse me. The bigger rods here, the saltwater series, good for freshwater big game fish also, correct?
So Pennsylvania has some great muskie fisheries. The state does the best job of anyone in the Northeast of planting those fish, and that's something that I'm very passionate about.
Yeah.
And the larger size Exocet rods in the 10, 11, and 12 weight are great rods for casting heavy sinking lines with really big wet flies. They have a very steep, slower modulus design in the bottom of the rod that acts as a shock absorber.
Right.
Your wrist absorbs a lot less impact with those heavy sinking lines and those wet flies. Those rods are also very strong and have the ability to absorb a muskie biting your fly right near the rod tip, where the rod is forced to do a lot of the work.
Yeah.
Those rods are extremely strong. The break rate on our new rods has been extremely low, and that's something that, especially for the saltwater rods and the destination fisheries, it's a critical aspect of destination fishing to have rods that aren't going to break when you are,
What if I break a rod? What happens? What does T&T do?
So under Neville's ownership, rod repair has been a big concern and having the fastest turnaround and customer service that we can. Right now, the company is averaging less than 3 weeks between when a rod comes back to the company and when we are ready to ship it back to the customer.
Yeah.
There's a $55 charge for rod repair, and that includes return shipping to the customer.
Very nice. I noticed there's 2 numbers here. There's numbers on what, each of the segments of the rod, right?
So every section of every TNT rod is serial numbered.
Okay.
And if your rod breaks, you will not get a stock replacement part, but TNT will roll a new section of graphite to match your rod, finish the rod.
So this relates to the specs for that piece.
Right, so we ensure that the ferrule fittings are going to be precise to match what that rod was.
Fantastic. Joe, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Dave Zamos for the council.